Hello everyone, mdecker19 here, and today I am doing the TMI tag. I was tagged by Alyssa White to do this. Well, I wasn't tagged by name, she tagged her alley cats that were watching, so I'm doing the TMI tag. So, what it is 50 questions, and what I did was I went to Alyssa's TMI tag, I looked into the description, and I just copied each question and paste it into a Word document. So here goes nothing. What are you wearing? Well, I am wearing glasses. I am wearing a Call of Duty shirt and just some shorts. Have I ever been in love? No, not really. I've had one girlfriend, but I never really loved per se. I don't really know how to feel love because I don't know. Just haven't only been in one relationship ever. You can't really tell if you actually love that person or if you think you love her because it was your first relationship. Have you ever had a terrible breakup? Yes. As you could probably tell, I'm single because, I don't know, the first relationship didn't work out. How tall are you? Well, the last time that I was measured, I guess, I was 5'4". How much do you weigh? The last time that I was weighed, and I'm gonna hate to admit this because I hate how much I weigh, but I weigh 190. Any tattoos? No. Any piercings? No. OTP, and I actually had to look up what it meant. One true pairing. Fictionally, I would pair up. This is actually a pretty good question. I would pair up Meg Griffin from Family Guy with Bobby Hill from King of the Hill. I don't know why, but I think it would just be a funny pairing. Favorite TV show? I don't watch much TV, but when I do, I watch Family Guy, of course. I watch The Simpsons. I watch wrestling. Yeah, that's gonna be enough for now. Favorite bands? Well, you probably wouldn't be able to tell by my personality, but I absolutely love Slipknot. I love Bullet for My Valentine, Disturbed. I do like dubstep, some dubstep. Not much of a country person, and I'm not much of a rap person. I will listen to pop though. And you know what? That's it. Favorite? Oh wait, I skipped one. Something you miss. Well, I'm gonna get a little personal here, but when I was 7, I lost my father, so I didn't really get to know my father. So I kind of would wish, I wish I could have gotten to know him. Favorite song? Well, I don't really have one favorite song. I have a favorite song from the bands that I listen to. So my favorite Slipknot song would be Psychosocial. My favorite Bullet for My Valentine song would be Scream, Aim, Fire. My favorite Disturbed song would be The Game. My favorite dubstep song would be Skrillex's, can't think of it right now. It's a Skrillex song. That's all I can remember. How old are you? Well, I'm 22. Yay! I can legally drink beer. Oh, but I don't, because I'm healthy. Well, clearly I'm not, like, healthy physically, but, like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. So, in those ways, I'm healthy. Anyways, Zodiac sign. Well, my birthday is in June, so I would be a Gemini. So, yeah, Gemini. Quality you look for in a partner. Well, I like, I value humor. I also value kindness and loyalty. My favorite quote. I don't really have a favorite quote, but just choosing a random one right now. Don't judge a book by its cover. And I say this because I get judged so harshly based on my looks that girls don't even give me a chance to learn my personality. My favorite actor. Well, I absolutely love comedies, so my favorite actors would have to be Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, and the late great Robin Williams. My favorite color is red and black. So, yeah, it's a weird pairing of colors to like, but yeah. Loud music or soft music? Well, I can't stand loud music because I don't know. But I also don't like it too softly, so a little bit in between. You know, not too soft, not too loud, you know, just right. And scrolling down. Where do you go when you're sad? Well, when I'm sad, I usually don't show it in front of people. I wait till I'm home and then I'll go up in my room where I'm currently filming this right now. How long does it take you to shower? Well, on an average, I would say 10, maybe 15 minutes. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Well, 10 to 15 minutes. Ever been in a physical fight? Well, I like to consider myself a pacifist, unless you get me like super duper angry. But it's rare that I get that angry to where I'm actually wanting to hit someone. So, no, I've never been into a fight. Turn on. Well, this kind of got answered in the qualities you look for. Kindness, humor. You like gaming, because I'm a huge gamer. So if you like to play video games, that's a plus. But do not say to me, if you want to be with me, you're gonna have to stop gaming, because that's a turn off for me. But I will explain this a little bit too. I I don't mind if you're like a healthy person, you know, because obviously I could use the help, which is probably what's gonna help. You know, it's gonna count as a turn on for me. So, you know, I would want someone that is healthy because they could help me become physically healthy, if that makes any sense. So turn off, you know, I've already explained. Don't say, if you're gonna date me, get off the video games, because you're out. You are getting the F out of my house. Another turn off for me would be, well, because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. So if you do any of that stuff, it's most likely a turn off for me. I mean, when it comes to drugs, if they're prescribed to you and you have proof that they're prescribed to you, I'm a bit more lenient with that. But if you are taking the drugs and you don't even need them, then that's going to be a problem. As for smoking and drinking, don't drink to get drunk. If you're drinking to get drunk, then it's kind of pathetic. drink. If you're gonna drink, for me it would be like a glass of wine with dinner or something. I don't know. And for smoking, no, no. I live with a mother who smokes, and I can't stand the smell of cigarette smoke. So no, no smoking. The reason I joined YouTube, well, uh, I will admit, I originally started YouTube because I was like, hey, I'm tired of people not paying attention to me, so I started up YouTube to kind of get attention. But as you know, I've been on here for like at least a year or so, so I've stopped, I stopped worrying about attention, and I started becoming more concerned about just getting a video up at least once a week. So my schedule is to at least have one video up every Friday. And if I don't get a video up every Friday, it's because I'm busy. So I do apologize in advance. And next question, I gotta scroll down. Fears. Well, I have a lot of fears, which I'm a guy, and guys typically don't have a whole bunch of fears, but I'm one of those few guys who are actually sensitive guys. Like I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. Like, I'm not one of those guys who will be like trying to act like a tough guy, because I know that I physically am not a tough guy. So I don't really know how to explain this very well without making me look like a pussy. I just have a sensitive side to me, I guess. Like, I love to cuddle. That's probably something you don't hear a guy say, but I do. I like to cuddle. And, well, let's just get on to my fears. I have a fear of heights. I have a fear of bugs. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of bug you are. If I see you crawling on the ground close by me, I'm gonna freak out because I don't like bugs. What else do I fear? Thunderstorms. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind the thunder unless it's like getting really super loud. But what scares me the most is the lightning, because you could probably die if you get struck by lightning. Is that all? I have the fear of ending up alone, which is kind of pathetic, but I feel like if I end up alone, that no one cares about me, and I don't like that feeling. Last thing that made you cry. Well, I suffer with depression. It's not severe depression to the point where I have suicidal thoughts, but my depression does make me cry. The whole winding up alone, no one loves you, that gets to me. And, every so often I lay in bed and cry myself to sleep because I don't have that someone there laying next to me being all, I love you and stuff like that. Let's see here. Last time you said you loved someone. Well, my sister came up from Albany and brought her kids. So I have a niece and a nephew. And the last time I said I loved someone was when my sister left my town to go back to Albany. The meaning behind my YouTube name. Well, right now my YouTube name is just my first initial and my last name, but I eventually want to change my YouTube name. I just don't know how, but I do want to change it when I'm able to change my gamer tag to my email address, which is Arkham Assassin. So I'm going to give you the reason behind that name instead. So Arkham Assassin is a cross between Batman, of course, because Arkham, and then Assassin, because of Assassin's Creed. Two of my favorite things, Batman and Assassin's Creed. Last book you read, oh god. Let's see here. Gotta go back to high school for this one. Because I don't really like reading. I'm not much of a reader. But the last book I read in high school was Of Mice and Men, I want to say. Yeah. The book you're currently reading, I'm not reading a book currently. I lost where I was. Last show you watched. The last show that I watched was this morning I was watching the Today Show. Last person you talked to. The last person I talked to was my uncle downstairs because he's getting ready for work. The relationship between you and the person you last texted. The last person that I texted was my friend Rain, and she's just a friend. And scrolling down. Favorite food. Anything with chicken in it. I love chicken. So, chicken Alfredo, just anything chicken. I'm like having a hard time thinking because I'm just waking up. But yeah, anything with chicken in it. Place you want to visit. I have so many places that I want to go to. I want to go to California. I want to go to Florida. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to England. I want to go to Paris. I want to go to so many places. Last place you were. Well, the last place that I was, aside from home, is college, because college recently started up on Wednesday. And so yeah, the last place that I visited was college. Do I have a crush? Well, I'm just gonna name my celebrity crush, which is Selena Gomez. I have a huge crush on Selena Gomez. It's kind of unreal. And I know it's not a realistic crush. I mean, look at me. There's no way Selena Gomez would fall for that. Real life crush, though, I'm not gonna say who my real life crush is because I don't want to embarrass them. So yeah, I'm gonna skip over that part. Last time you kissed someone. Well, I'm trying to think here because it's been a while. The last time I kissed someone, I think it was just giving a kiss on the cheek to my sister when she was leaving. So yeah, that's about it. Last time I was insulted. I don't get insulted very easily. I'm trying to think here. The last time that I was insulted was probably in high school, because when I was in high school I got insulted every day. Favorite flavor of sweet? Chocolate. I love chocolate, as you can tell. I like to make fun of my weight. It's better to make fun of something that you don't like instead of being depressed about it. Instruments you play. I don't play any instruments. Favorite piece of jewelry. I don't wear jewelry. Well, unless you consider glasses jewelry, but I don't really consider it jewelry. I just consider it an accessory. Last sport you played. It would have been over the summer. I played baseball with a few friends. Last song that you sang. I'm a horrible singer. At least I think I am. But the last song that I sang in the shower, singing in the shower, was I'm gonna forget what this one is called, but it was Train's. I want to say it was Train's Soul Sister. I want to say that's the name of the song. You probably know who what the song is. Favorite chat up line. I don't really use chat up lines. I typically, if I want to pick up someone, would use humor. I guess, I don't know, because I like to consider myself funny, but I don't know. I don't really like chat up lines. I would probably more or less compliment a woman before I use a chat up line. Have you ever used it? No. Last time you hung out with anyone? Well, yesterday at college I hung out with my friend Jake and Alex. Alex is a girl. Jake is of course a guy. And we played Magic: The Gathering. Yeah, I am a nerd. Get used to it. Who should answer these questions next? Well, I'm not gonna name any names, but I will nominate anyone that's watching this video, unless of course you've already done a TMI tag, but anyone who's watching this video, feel free to do this tag. Alright, that's all 50 questions. I will copy and paste the questions into the description. And that's it. MDecker19 is out of here.